Chris Mackowski of Emerging Civil War. I'm at Camp Nelson with one of my favorite Civil War buddies.
What's up, people? What's up, people?
The fantastic Steve Phan.
Well, I'm not a country singer. I'm also not an actor, but I'm a really big sports fan from Colorado. So does that work for you?
Well, you are a Broncos fan.
I am.
I'm a Bills fan, and we've still managed to get along pretty well all these years.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, I was watching a video last night of Jim Kelly against John Elway in like 1989 or something. So that was kind of fun to watch. The Broncos won that game, by the way. So wanted to share that with you.
Ouch.
Hey, so welcome to Camp Nelson National Monument. What do you think?
This is my first time here.
Yeah.
And, I miss having you in the East.
Of course.
Folks from ECW probably know you best from your start at the Washington Defense.
Yes.
So you came to Kentucky 4 years ago.
Yes, believe it or not.
You're building an empire. Tell us about it.
Building, I think, one of the most unique and special Civil War sites in the country, truly. And that's why I came out here 4 years ago, right? This site is really interesting, complex. We talk about everything about the Civil War here, right? We talk about unionism, we talk about infrastructure, we talk about supplies, training, recruitment, emancipation. What does it mean to be a border state, right? And so it's been really special and an honor for me just to be out here to be a part of developing this site. It was a county park, Chris, for about 20 years, called Camp Nelson Heritage Park. Becomes a national park site in late 2018, but it's not really until 2021 that we have boots on the ground as MPS staff. And as I mentioned, as you walked kind of through the space today, we've done quite a bit over the past 3 or 4 years. So it's just a privilege. I'm honored to be here.
Now, on a personal level, it was a big jump for you to go from metropolitan DC and a park that you absolutely adored.
Absolutely.
To coming out here and really having a vision to try to bring into reality.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's funny. Every time I see Gary, the first thing we talk about is food, right? And so when people heard that I was leaving, they're like, what about the food? And I'm like, well, hey, this is well, there's good bourbon here too, of course. Yeah. So, no, the vision is, it's a grand vision amongst our entire team. A lot of people know the superintendent, Ernie Price, who spent a lot of his career at Appomattox. He's a Civil War guy, right? He's been a tremendous mentor, and he's got a grand vision for this site as well. And he's got an intern background, which has been really nice. So coming out here, working with community partners, descendants as well, the Camp Nelson Foundation, people that have spent decades developing this site. That's why I wanted to be a part of this, right? And it's an inspired vision, and we wouldn't be able to do it without our team. So, hey, that's why I'm here.
It's been a fantastic site to visit. So I encourage folks to come on out here. I have to say, I miss you in the East.
I miss y'all too.
I'm glad to see you succeeding so well here in the West.
I appreciate it. Well, Gary talks about the Western Theater so much, and I appreciate the Western. I went to grad school at MTSU, Middle Tennessee State. I did a little work at Stones River National Battlefield. So I appreciate the Western Theater, and the importance of this area here. And it gives us, there's so many opportunities to talk about the Civil War, the legacy of the Civil War here, right? And that's been a lot of fun to be a part of. But I definitely miss everyone out East as well. I miss, being around the battlefields and sites around DC and the DMV and all those places. But hey, there's a lot out here as well, So obviously come out to Camp Nelson. Mill Springs Battlefield National Monument is about an hour down the road. I know y'all spent a lot of time at Perryville. I mean, that is a pristine Civil War battlefield, right? I mean, it feels like it's 1862 again, and the state's done a great job there. There's the Lincoln Boyhood Home, birthplace. There is the Mary Todd Lincoln House in Lexington, right? There is so much here. One of my favorite sites is the Lexington Cemetery, right? The Todds are buried there. Gordon Granger, Reserve Corps Army of the Cumberland. I think kind of best remembered, obviously for Chickamauga, we think a lot about Chickamauga, but also the general that issued the Juneteenth order at Galveston, Texas in June of 1865. He's buried at that cemetery, right? And so think about all these different connections you have kind of far and wide. This is a special place, so come on out to Kentucky.
Yeah, so Garry Adelman's behind the camera for us.
Yeah.
He and I have been exploring Tennessee and Perryville, and so thank you very much, Garry, for your help and giving us the chance to catch up just a little bit.
Yeah.
Steve and I did a great podcast episode.
Yeah.
I encourage you to listen to that for more of the in-depth history here at Camp Nelson. You guys are building a special place. You're a special, awesome dude. I'm glad to see you again.
Hey, let's talk about John Reynolds. Hey, you can talk about the Fallen Leaders article I wrote, right?
Yeah,
that was fun.
That's right. He's a John Reynolds fanboy, as I'm a Stonewall Jackson fanboy.
So there's a different First Corps out here. It's part of the Army of the Ohio, right? That was at Perryville in October of 1862. So I'll always be connected to the First Corps. And I know there's a lot of you're a Fredericksburg guy as well. I mean, this is Ambrose Burnside,
right
Department of the Ohio. He was at Camp Nelson in the second week of 1863. It's hard to imagine Ambrose Burnside in the 9th Corps out here, but that's a pretty cool, idea of thinking one of the most important generals of the Civil War makes his way out to Kentucky, right? And so we got the Buffalo Bills, we've got Ambrose Burnside, we've got Garry Adelman, we've got over 40 historic images as well. So I'm still waiting for Garry to do his photography Camp Nelson Civil War tour. We're gonna get that going.
Taking notes on that?
Yeah, Garry, I know we can talk about food as well. And then come on out and see us. Hey, Chris, it's a pleasure. I was really excited when I saw that you were in Franklin and then you were at Perryville as well. I'm like, Chris Mackowski is about to come to Camp Nelson. I'm pretty excited about that. So here we are.
Well, thanks for the invitation. And if you come yourself, maybe by then he will have his Ambrose Burnside beard filled in. So part of the ongoing development here at Camp Nelson.
I don't think that's going to happen. I can't grow any of that here, but I can get cannons out here, okay? So I keep on hyping this up to Garry because I've been working on it for about 3 years now. We're having a 30-pound Parrott rifle put out at Fort Putnam right there, okay? And I joke, of course, but I'm kind of serious. The day that thing is mounted, I'm retiring the next day, okay? 'Cause that project has been so intensive, but hey, come out to one of the coolest, most dynamic Civil War sites in the country.
Awesome to be here.
Good to
I'm
see you,
Chris Mackowski for the Emerging Civil War. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you online and on the battlefield.
Find your park.